All set, Matt.
All set, man.
Hello, everyone, and wow, video is way behind. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bold Wolf Gaming. Welcome to the Darkest Night, a special D&D one-shot. Who is going to be dungeon mastered by our own Ryan Mincey, who plays Malcolm in Winds of Arania. If you're a first-time viewer and you enjoy this show, please be sure to come back and check us out on YouTube. Same name, Bold Wolf Gaming. You'll find I think we're somewhere over 50 episodes now of our normal ongoing D&D campaign, and we are approaching the final act of the entire series. But for tonight, let's enjoy a special holiday-themed one-shot. Ryan, take it away.
Perfect. We start off our scene in a short, squat building with a short, pale-skinned man with a square face and jaw and a painted nose, tousling the hair of a young child. Tells him, "Off with you, go to bed. Don't want to anger Dunkelheit." And he turns to another adult in the room and says, with a heavy German accent, "Thank you for taking care of the children again. I can send you money, but you do the real work here." And with that, Sebastian Braun walks out of the Frost Brewer orphanage and starts walking down the street, whistling quietly in the sharp, cold air of Palhas City. It's already pretty dark outside. This is right towards the end of the year. It's actually the evening of Letzte Brücke, the winter solstice and the longest night when all 4 moons of Fairmont are dark. In a few hours, the lantern lighter will come and deliver small gifts to all the children before he relights the moons. Sounds of light celebration ring out from homes as he walks down the street with a beacon of bright light ahead of him. Music and laughter and just general sounds of merriment swell and crash out onto the street as he approaches that beacon of light, which happens to be an inn with roomy loft-style accommodations and pretty busy with this night of celebration. The Cat and the Camel is the name of the inn. Sebastian walks up to the bar and motions with his hands to take everybody in and shouts out, "Drinks are on me for the rest of the night." And he takes a pint of meat himself and turns to scan the room. His eyes fall upon... Let's roll a d4 here and see who he sees first. He sees a half-orc with an ornate shield hanging from his back. He thinks he's probably from Rumlin, playing cards at one of the tables. And with that, Jake, tell us about Dave.
Dave is, half orc. He's got a grayish, like a grayish blue skin tone with a bright neon mohawk, I should say, and has tribal tattoos on his right arm.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, I'm putting some Christmas music on in the background here for us here. That was too low, I think. Okay, and he scans the room a little bit further, and he then sees... Well, I rolled a 3 again, but we'll re-roll that. He then sees Eve, who is a demon hunter tiefling. Humanoid tiefling with eyes of fire. And with that, Vera, why don't you describe Eve for us?
Okay, so wait, what did you say?
I just said that you were a demon hunter, a humanoid with eyes of fire.
Okay. Well, she's got long black, wavy hair with, red ends. And, she's, very tan and's got, She's quite, or not, she's like medium height. Like she's like 5'9", and she just owns it when she walks into a room.
So where would you be sitting at the bar? Like, would you be at a table by yourself? Would you be with anybody else?
I would probably be with someone else. I'd probably be with Willow.
With Willow, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so if that is the case, Sebastian would then see Willow next. So, why don't you just tell us about Willow, Luana?
Willow is a wood elf. She's got light brown hair, sort of pulled to the side. She's got sky blue eyes, and she's wearing green studded leather. And she has, I want to say it's like a tribal red tattoo along, like framing her face and her cheeks. And she's basically eyeing the bar, minding her own business while she's looking for a pocket to dig into.
Well, drinks are on Sebastian tonight, so hopefully you don't have to steal anything to get drinks, at least. And with that, his eyes finally fall upon a high elf with definitely looks like he's from Casenna. And with that, Matt, why don't you tell us about Jack?
All right, Jack would be sitting at a table alone. Other chairs pushed away from the table, most likely with his back to a corner. You see clearly high elf bloodline, but common folk style armor and clothing. You may notice that he is dressed a bit cool for the weather. He has a very white, almost light blue hair, disheveled, a bit of a rugged look, like someone who has grown up on the streets to some extent or out in the wilderness. He has pale blue eyes, and his skin is very pale. Upon closer inspection, you may get the impression he's possibly wearing foundation, but that is about all you get as far as a visual of him.
Okay. So, after taking in the scene here at the inn, Sebastian nods to the innkeeper and drops a few gold pieces down, and then fades, off into the crowd to the side to sit in the corner and soak in the sounds of celebration. And with that, I leave and open up the session to you guys. What do you want to do?
I look to Eve and I say, why don't you go ahead and entertain the townfolk here at the inn and cause a distraction for me.
And I say, okay, and that is exactly what I go around the inn doing. And I also help pickpocket a few people in the process.
Okay, so how are you causing a distraction?
Basically just going around. I don't know if is there music in the inn?
Well, I mean,
Playing in the tavern?
There's not, but you are a bard and you have a lute and a lyre.
I start playing. I forget what. Hold on. Let me see which.
I think you have a lute and a lyre, I believe, and a pan flute.
I also have a normal flute. I start playing my lute and dancing.
Okay, perfect. Roll a performance check.
Okay. Oh, sorry, cat. Um, 30?
Oh yeah, everybody in the entire inn is completely enraptured with what you're playing. They are sitting on the edges of their seats, just listening to you, just picking away at your lutes or your flute, whatever you're playing. Doesn't matter. They're just enraptured, hanging on every last note of your music. So I'm going to take it, Willow, that you're going to try to pickpocket some people. You're muted, so.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's what I was saying. It gives me the chance to pick some pockets.
That's a completely different thing.
Yeah, no, that it really is. Pockets.
Yeah. So yeah, roll a sleight of hand check. If I remember correctly, your sleight of hand is ridiculous, so I'm sure you'll do fine.
Eve, while she's like performing, goes up to people and also tries
So
to pick their
13.
Plus
pockets.
15. That's 28.
I mean, if you're
28.
playing, you're not gonna be able to really pickpockets with her. So yeah, you said it was what, 30 or 28?
28.
Yeah, I would say that you're able to probably get about 10 gold pieces from various people throughout the crowd.
Okay, as soon as the music started going, Jack tucked himself even deeper into that corner, started regretting picking this particular tavern, wishes he had realized how busy and reckless it was going to get. Do I clock Willow going around and picking pockets?
Roll a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
So I would say you don't necessarily see her actually taking something, but you definitely see her moving very suspiciously around the crowd while they're watching.
Good enough for me. In that case, I clutch the only thing I actually have of value at the moment, my components pouch, which contains a few expensive diamonds, and keep my hand on it so I know it doesn't leave my person.
Jake, is there anything you'd like to do? Or Dave, excuse me?
Right. So I'm playing a card game at a table, right?
Yeah, card, dice, just a couple different kind of games going around, so you can
Whatever.
really join whatever you want to do.
Okay. Am I in being an orc, I would guess that I might not like music and it might agitate me? Perhaps?
I mean, I don't think there's necessarily anything specifically that would annoy you with it, perhaps.
Okay.
And I now want to mute this commercial that's going on right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't say music would bother you. No. I mean, if you don't like
alright.
if you don't like music, you can you can walk away if you want a little bit, or if you move further away from the music. It's up to you. That's entirely up to your character.
I
What would
think
your character do?
I think I'd probably start focusing more on the game that I'm playing and just not necessarily pay attention to the music or anything happening in the background.
Okay. And I think at this moment, probably a server from the inn would walk past your table, and kind of strike up a conversation with you for a moment, and she'd be like, "Well, hello there. Are you here to join the Holy Regulators? There's a lot of people in town right now trying to go try out and become part of the organization. Is that what brings you here to Palhas?"
Is that something that my character would know about?
Yes. So the backstory is that all of your characters are here to come to on your way to Anexa, to go to the fort and talk about joining the Holy Regulators in some capacity, not necessarily as knights, but in some capacity.
Okay. It'd be like, yes, I'm looking for a fight, and I just like violence.
She kind of eyes you a little bit askance at that, and just puts down a drink in front of you and just kind of walks away very slowly.
Thank you.
Is there anything else anybody would want to do?
Keep drinking.
Keep drinking?
Same.
So it's at this point where the innkeeper kind of yells out to everybody that it's almost midnight and he wants to close the bar down before going into the new year, and before midnight, where Letzte Brücke actually starts and happens. So he tells you that he intends to close down the bar, and everybody should be going to bed within the next hour. So
Closing time. You can go anywhere, but you can't stay here.
yes, you can go anywhere, but you can't stay here.
All right, if you could draw this out a little bit, I gotta go deal with the baby.
No problem. So, yeah, he says you guys, can't, you can't, you can go where you want, but you can't stay here. And you guys have all rented rooms in this establishment already. So, like I said before, they're loft-style accommodations, so it's kind of almost like a hostel almost. So there's pretty much one huge loft, and there's beds all over the place, and you guys have all kind of taken up beds in this inn.
Okay.
Did you have any questions as well about anything on your characters before we went any further? I know you guys are using characters that you are using just for this session, so if you're not familiar with the class or something, that would be a good time to ask while we're waiting for Matt to come back, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna move really quick so that I'm in a better light. Because right now I'm realizing that light sucks.
Are you
And I
giving
don't
us
like
a
it.
tour of the house?
No.
Oh, damn.
We want a Christmas tour.
Yeah.
There's not enough Christmas stuff up for it to be a Christmas tour.
I mean, I have a fireball candle burning next to me.
Fireball. Okay, so it looks like Matt's back. So are you guys just going to be heading up to your beds in the loft, or is there anything else you guys want to do before you
I
go to
go
bed?
up to Willow when we go up there, and I ask what she scored.
I scored about 10 gold. Not much,
Nice.
but it's a start.
Nice.
I mean, 10 gold for a normal person would be more than enough, but as adventurers, I know, everybody likes their gold. Anything else you guys can think of before you want to go to bed? Everybody starts petering out of the bar after Willow stops playing. Bartender
You mean
said
Eve?
they were. Yeah, Eve. Yeah. Bartender said they were closing. Eve finished up playing some music, so they're all kind of like giving out their Letzte Brücke wishes and everything, and they're starting to just kind of pack off and head home before it gets to midnight, because it's bad luck to be out after midnight on Letzte Brücke.
All right, so
This?
is everybody? So everybody's staying at the same loft, right?
Yep.
All right. Since I already have a suspicion that there is some thieves among the group, I am strapping all of my personal possessions to my back and leaning up against a wall, preferably close to a window.
Sorry, Nelly was barking. I wanted to wait for her to quit barking before I unmuted myself. So Jack has leaned up against the wall, preferably by a window. Everybody else is, lays down. I know some of you guys are elves or half-elves, so I know you don't have to sleep. But you're at least going to start meditating, your 4 hours of meditation in, right? So I'm going to roll another d4 here. So Dave, what do you think would be Dave's biggest fear?
Ooh. Probably like spiders or a mouse.
So you are having a nightmare right now. Full-on throes of a nightmare. And you are being chased by one of the biggest spiders you've ever seen. And it is slowly catching up to you. Roll me an athletics check.
An athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
Okay. So the 22, you see that spider catching up to you, and you actually speed up and sprint a little bit harder, and you're able to completely escape from him. And with that, you wake up, and you are not in the inn anymore.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Of course, I roll 3 again. Eve, what would you say your biggest fear is?
Oh. I was hoping it wouldn't land on me so that I could think about this longer.
The dark. Getting old.
No.
Being alone.
Probably not being able to save someone. like
Oh.
trying to yell and not being able to save someone.
Or your fingers breaking and can't play your musical instruments.
That too, but like not
So you're having a nightmare too. And in this nightmare, you are on the edge of a cliff. And you are reaching you are over the edge of the cliff. Like your arm is down over it, and you are holding Willow's hand. And you're losing your grip. Roll me an acrobatics check.
I will do that once the cat gets out of the box. Come on.
But it's a box. You can't remove a cat from a box.
You literally full on had that cat in the box. That was not even a joke.
Okay, acrobatics check. That's. Oh, fuck.
How bad was it?
Hold on, I have to add on my acrobatics stuff that I have. Well, I rolled a 2, but I have a 10 in acrobatics, so it's 12.
So, you can feel your grip starting to go. You kind of try to you try to maneuver yourself because you're not necessarily extremely strong. You're a bard. You tend to have more lithe physiques. So you try to use your raw acrobatic ability to try to just pull her up, and you can't. You can feel her fingers start to slip from your grasp before your nightmare ends and starts back over again at the very beginning. And with that, we are going to go to somebody else's stream.
That's also a nightmare.
Actually, no, it's just going to be unicorns and cotton candy.
What do you think Jack's biggest fear is?
Having his shit stolen.
Jack's biggest fear would be public opinion turning against him.
Okay, so Jack's having a nightmare where he is walking down the street and somebody recognizes him. Jack is the kind of person where he tries to hide who he really is. Is that correct?
Currently, that is my MO.
So somebody recognizes Jack and grabs you by the arm and turns you around and was like, "What are you doing in Palhas?" Roll me a persuasion check.
Another dirty 20.
So you also wake up after you speak with this person and you convince him that you're not who he thinks you are. So you are able to successfully persuade him that you're not Jack. You're some other random high elf from Casenna. And you wake up, same thing, you are not in the inn anymore. And let's go back to Eve again. So Eve, you're in this nightmare. And you can feel your grip starting to lose again. Roll me another acrobatics check.
$18?
That is not quite good enough. Same thing happens.
Yeah, that's because I rolled an 8 and then I added the 10.
So the same thing happens. You you start to lose your grip, and you can feel right where she's about to slip out of your hands, and Nightmare starts back over again.
Up
Willow.
close.
And Willow, we're gonna go back to your nightmare again. Oh, we haven't done the nightmare for Willow, have we?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
What would Willow be most afraid of?
Willow trees. The whomping willow tree.
Pussy willows.
I'm gonna go over to drowning.
So, Willow, your nightmare is that you're swimming off of the edge of this lake, and no, excuse me, you're walking on a frozen lake, and you get partially out away from the shore, and the ice cracks underneath your feet, and you fall into the water, and you are just hit so hard and so fast with that freezing cold water. You try to yell out Eve's name to get her attention to come rescue you or come help you, and as soon as you try yelling it out, all the wind just exits out of your lungs. You can't even make a sound, and you start to slowly go deeper and deeper into this water. Roll me an athletics check.
I'm dead. That's a 2. That's a 2.
Okay, so you get deeper and deeper into the water, and as the cold and the dark just presses against you, same thing as the other three, your nightmare starts right back over again. You are walking on ice again, knowing full well exactly what's going to happen to you, with nothing you
Also,
can
I
do
did a
about
good
it.
job.
Now,
You and Matt both did a good job. Me and Willow are just seemingly sucking at this rate.
before we go back to Eve and Willow, Jack and Dave, you guys are in like a 30 by 30 room, and it's like magically dark. It's not necessarily dark, but it's not bright either. You can see, but there's nothing illuminating the space around you.
All right, I'm going to pull off. Of course, only Dave is going to see this. I'm going to pull a long sword-like object off of my back that appears to be made of glass, and I'm going to cast light on it.
Okay. So it illuminates the room a little bit better, and you can actually see there's 3 beds here. So you can see Dave kind of sitting up and getting out of one of the beds, and the other 2 beds you can see Eve and Willow in, and they are just tossing and turning, not getting very restful sleep at all. And we'll go back to Eve. Make me another acrobatics check.
$26.
With a 26, you are able to pull Willow up and back onto the cliffside with you, and you lay flat on your back, panting.
What just happened?
Your webcam stopped, but you lay on the edge of the cliff, panting, and as you're panting, you actually start to wake up and get a sense of the fact that you are not where you went to sleep. And Willow, roll me another athletics check.
Except for the fact that my webcam didn't go out.
Oh, it's working now, so let me see if there it goes.
Okay.
That was a 15.
Still not quite there. So same thing happens again, right where you are about to, submit yourself to the blackness and coldness under the water and drown, the nightmare starts back over again. Eve, you coming to waking up completely, you look over and see Willow in just the fits of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to help her at all?
Yes.
Snap out of it, woman!
Snap out of it!
So we'll do another athletics check with advantage for me, please, Willow.
By the way, your Discord slots are frozen.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. I mean, on my screen, it's just mine, but...
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me see if I...
That was 11.
11 is not quite there. Okay, I'm not sure what is going on with Streamlabs here. So... the same thing happens again. But this time, as you're starting to go under, you feel somebody clawing at your hair. And a moment later, you take a deep breath as you feel yourself being pulled out of the water by Willow, or by Eve, who had ran up from the shore in your nightmare and pulled you out. And as you are laying on the ice catching your breath, you too start to wake up. And you kind of look around and you can see the other three people here with you. And you guys, again, are not in the inn anymore. You are in just an ice cavern. That you have no clue where you're at. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Who are you guys?
All of you. Oh, you're asking them who they are.
Yeah.
Any idea how we got here?
I would like to examine the behavior of the other three people in the room to see if any of them might have had anything to do with this.
Oh. I really wish my Spotify Premium would have worked.
I love that nobody answered Dave's question.
Yeah,
I
no.
did.
Yeah, I did have the mic unmuted fast enough.
So what'd you say?
I said that my name is Willow, and I was like wondering if he knew how we got here.
I just woke up. I'm Dave, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
DM, I don't know if you heard me. I'd like to examine the behavior of my compatriots here to see if any of them seem not surprised enough about this change of location.
Oh no, everybody right now, all four of you are freaking the hell out right now.
And I tell Dave my name is Eve.
Somebody roll me a perception check.
I'll do it. Oh my god, what is that? Hold on. 28.
Nice.
So you notice on your bed, and on other people's beds too, you notice a stocking hanging on the footboard of your bed. And everybody else's bed too. Jack, you don't have one on the bed, but up against a column, an ice column that you would have been leaning up against whenever you woke up, you can see a stocking hung there.
What is a saw? I would like to open my stocking.
You want to look into your stocking?
Same.
Yes.
So you look into your stocking, and you have three gold objects and a potion of greater healing.
All right, I am going to approach mine, try to hook it with my sword,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and bring it closer to peek inside.
Yep, same thing. You were able to hook it with the edge of your little glass-like sword and pull it closer. And there's three golden objects. They look like coins. And a potion of greater healing.
So I assume if I was to look at my stocking, I would have the same thing.
Yep.
I would also like to look at my stocking as well.
Yep, same thing. Three gold-like objects look like coins. And a potion of greater healing.
Doesn't smell like fireball.
And the room that you're in is, I say with the 28, not only do you see the stocking, Eve, you can also kind of get a better sense of where you're at. You're in a 30 by 30 room with a 20-foot ceiling. And there are 4 doors in this room, one in each of the 4 walls, north, south, east, and west, and they are wrapped like presents.
So we're in a present?
At least you're in a room where
No,
the
the
doors
doors
are
are
wrapped
wrapped
like
like
presents.
I want to go up to one of the doors and open them. Or open it.
When you approach the door, is anybody else watching her walk up to the door?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. 10.
So you don't see where this person came from, and Eve doesn't see them either because she's not looking behind her. A small gnomish man that is wearing a tattered red and green suit and a hat says, "I wouldn't touch the door if I were you, Melassie." Actually,
I jump.
That's not the voice I wanted to use for him, but it's okay. So you jump?
Yeah, I like jump away from the door, just like
He he kind of walks away from the door with a leaning on a cane, walking towards the rest of everybody else.
Is it a candy cane?
It is a candy cane. It has glowing red and white stripes on the cane. Well, my master really messed up this time. He giggles, and his eyes fall on the stockings that you guys you guys were going through, and he actually looks a bit nervous, and he stops giggling.
Are you responsible for us being here?
I'm not responsible, but my master really messed up this time. It looks like you already had some help come your way, but now Alabaster Snowball is here to help. It seems you've stumbled across my boss's lair. He's quite a grump at this time of year, so it's best to avoid running into him if at all possible. I can get you out of here if you can figure out my riddles, but keep in mind, there are some nasty beasts that lurk these halls, so be careful not to make a wrong turn. I am bound by my master to not directly tell you how to get out, but my riddles will provide direction.
Is that the riddle?
No? Are you guys ready for my first riddle?
Yep.
So he asks you, or he punches his nose, and he's like, "What decoration made of berries and pine is shaped like a donut and makes doors look divine?"
Christmas wreath. A wreath.
Wreath.
And when you answer that, he just goes like that. He kind of motions around the room.
Are we supposed to be looking for a Christmas wreath? Or a wreath? I would like to inspect the room for a wreath. I'd like to look and see if there's a wreath in the room.
I'm not even going to make you roll a perception check. There are no wreaths in this room.
Okay. Is there anything that's like... Is there anything that looks like a wreath? Like anything that's like painted or like... looks
There is
shaped like
not.
a wreath?
There's not. It's just pretty much all ice and stalagmites and stalactites. I said stalactites twice, I think. And again, there's the four doors, north, south, east, and west. Alabaster sees
May I
you
ask what the
all.
riddle is again?
Yeah, Alabaster notices you guys thinking hard here, and he goes, "I'll need you to tell me what door you'd like me to open, but the riddle again is, what decoration made of berries and pine is shaped like a donut and makes doors look divine?"
I'm gonna respond with the door that gets me out of here.
Oh, that's not how it works. You should know that, Dave Barbarian.
How do you know my name?
Like I said, my master messed up. You guys were not supposed to be here.
Who was supposed to be here?
My master frequently takes some children from the Frosthaven orphanage on this darkest night of the year?
To what end?
He wants the darkness made longer. He wants to extinguish hope. He wants to snuff it out.
Very pleasant person to be around.
Can I inspect the doors without opening them?
You sure can. They are just really shiny, almost that, you know, that really high quality wrapping paper that's almost metallic looking like, and really thick.
Yeah.
That's what they all look like. They all look like that really shiny, thick wrapping paper.
So there's no like patterns or anything on them?
Nope.
Okay.
Does anybody want to try one of the doors?
I want to try to bust through a door. I'm getting fed up with this guy's shit.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
I am.
So Dave wants to. Are you wanting to just kind of rush at it, or are you wanting to take out your axe and try to swing it at it, or?
I feel like if it's a door, it's something I could probably like just either kick in or like punch through with my fist.
Okay. Which one would you like to do?
I want to try to punch through it.
Okay. Roll an attack roll for me. That's an unarmed attack roll.
18.
So yeah, I mean it's a door. It's not moving anywhere. You roll high enough to hit the door, but before you're able to make contact with it, it's almost like an energy shield between the door and your fist, and your fist just ricochets and just scrapes right off of it. You're not able to actually hit the door.
But I hit the wall.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, if you your fist skids and you hit some of the wall.
Now I try to break through the wall.
No,
Maybe we weren't supposed to give the answer to the guy. Maybe we're supposed to go up to one of the doors and tell the door the answer. Like say the answer in front of the door.
Do you want to say that out loud to Alabaster?
Yes.
Oh, you just need to tell me what door to open. My cane is the only key to these doors.
Wait, so the cane is?
Yep.
Never mind.
I'm confused. We don't get to hear if we had the correct answer. We simply answer and then ask you to open a door.
Yep. And then if the door is the right one, then we're one step closer to getting out of here.
At the moment, I still fail to see the purpose of the riddle, but we have 4 choices, so which door is facing? If this were the same room we went to sleep in, which door would be the one that would get us out?
So I'm not sure because I don't know what the in layout is specifically, what direction it faces and everything, Matt. You'll have to answer that one probably.
Probably at the end of your feet.
But
Okay, so I imagine when Jack came up to the loft, he would have gone to the far corner.
yeah,
So if I'm standing near where I will, the pillar that represents the wall I fell asleep against, I guess that would be the north door.
okay. So you want to go to open the north door.
Correct.
Everybody else, same thing?
I was considering the east door.
I was gonna take the cane, but we won't talk about that.
Wouldn't have worked, buddy. Sorry.
Is there anything unusual about the cane? Besides, obviously, it glowing and
It
key.
looks like a magical item. Nothing special that you can tell about it.
Okay. No wreaths.
No, there's no wreaths on the cane.
Damn it. Gotta be checking. Okay. Yeah, I was considering the east one.
So we have 2 for the east, 1 for the north. Is it going to be a tie with Luana going for the north door too?
I'll probably go to the north door.
Well, when he says north, I want to ask his reasoning. Like, want to hear the theory behind him wanting to go for the north door.
The room seems to have a similar layout to the room we left. If this is another plane, it could be a mirrored one.
But if it's a mirrored one, wouldn't it be on the completely opposite side? Because things tend to be reversed in mirrors.
By mirrored, I meant parallel plane. I don't know if you've ever been to the Fey realm or realm of the dead. They tend to be almost identical geographically. Some opposites, but generally not in direct cardinal directions.
That. What do you think, Eve?
Let's try the north door.
Okay, so general consensus is to go to the north door.
Yep.
So Alabaster walks up to the north door. He takes his cane and jabs it into the paper, where it slides into a keyhole, and he turns it, and he pulls it out, and the wrapping paper and everything disappears, and you just see a doorway now, an open doorway that is magically dark. You can't see through it, but he just motions, for you guys to walk through.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
So, what's your marching order?
I'll go last.
First, I want to observe him go through the door and make sure I don't hear screams or anything.
So I'm going to put something like this. You guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as Dave walks into the room, it looks very much like the last room. Almost identical. Maybe different columns, different stalactites and stuff, but overall, you really can't tell there's any difference between the room you were in and this one, except for there's no beds.
What the actual fuck nugget?
But
Dave's everything okay?
Yeah, room's empty.
Well,
Okay, is it
could be worse.
empty, or does it seem to be empty? So, like, is it clear, or does it seem clear?
I don't know. It's empty.
Well, let me backtrack here. You guys can't see or hear him through that doorway. So you would have to go into the room after him.
Okay, so when I ask him, is he okay, I heard nothing.
Correct.
Did I hear him?
Okay. Okay, I'd like to walk up to the doorway without going through it and see if the light from my sword passes through.
Nope, it's just a cloudy, gray smoke-like almost, just magically dark.
Oh, this is frustrating. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and carefully step through the threshold.
Okay, I'm gonna move Willow and Eve off of here. So you're gonna walk in. You're just gonna go straight towards the middle, or just right inside?
I'd like to turn around and see what I see behind me as I cross through, once I realize I'm in an empty room with Dave.
You can see the doorway there, and same thing on this side. You can't see through it.
I'd like to stick my arm back through it.
So there's this brief moment where you can feel air on your hand, and partially down your arm, you can't feel anything at all, and then you feel air from this room on the top of your arm. But there's a brief moment there where there's some kind of abjuration or conjuration where that magic doorway is, that you just can't feel your arm because you're in between spaces there.
Okay, since I'm unsure if they can see my hand, just in case, I'm going to give a thumbs up.
Willow or Eve, would you guys like to go in the room as well?
Yes. I grab onto Willow and I drag her with me. Just so she doesn't get lost.
As the four of you finally all four get into the room, you hear a slithering sound as four snakes that look like large constrictors come sliding into the room.
Nope.
And they turn into circular objects. They look like wreaths. But
hey, look! There's the reefs!
but you can tell that they are snakes. And roll initiative.
Oh, I was gonna say I just attack. I don't like snakes either. I'm gonna attack. Not about it.
I love how Eve's just like, hey, look, there's the reefs. I told you guys.
Five,
you said?
Mm-hmm.
26.
$17.
What did Willow roll?
$23.
Palhas is dumb.
Okay, so top of the round is going to be Eve.
Of course it is. Sorry, I'm looking through what I have for... It's really quick.
While you're looking through that, Alabaster Snowball does come in the door behind you. And he shakes his head and he's like, oh, no. You just didn't let my riddle give you direction at all, did you? Well, you'll have to take care of these guys before we try another door.
Wait, are there?
I look at the
doors in
others
that
and I'm
room
like,
too?
I look at the others and I'm like, I told you guys we should have tried the East store. Okay. I would like to cast Firebolt at one of the reef snakes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
25.
Oh, definitely hits. Which one would you like to attack? Is there a specific one?
The one next to me?
Okay.
Like, yeah. Trying to find my dice that I need to roll for this. Is that it? Hit. So 12. Oh, fuck, that's an 8. Sorry, I'm trying to find the correct dice. And I got 20 damage out of that. And I'm frozen again.
What was that you said?
Oh, I said I got 20 damage out of that.
Okay.
And the things are frozen again.
You said they're frozen again?
The
Her screen.
video screens.
Oh,
the
yeah. I
video screens
don't
are
know
frozen
what is
again.
going on with it.
Matt and Shakira are gone. Oh, there they
Yeah.
are.
It's like I
Hey,
have
you're
to
back.
keep. It's like I have to keep Discord up. I'll just do that. So you did 20 damage to the wreath snake, and it's looking pretty beat up. Do you only get one attack?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I thought you
Yeah,
had,
hold
I thought you
on.
had more.
I am not sure. Let me check. Where do you look for that? Is that in actions?
It would say that you have an extra attack.
Is it attacks per action?
Yes.
I have 2.
Okay, so you can do another attack if you'd like. I don't think you can do another spell, but you could do a melee attack if you'd like.
Oh, I know.
Or you can jam out with your loot.
Let's see which melee. I would like to use my rapier that I have.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
And
So you're going to move up to the same one you threw the spell at? To attack
yes.
it?
What do I add to that? Because I think that's to the... What is the... Hold on. Because I think that's one you added into my stuff.
It should be your dex attack, your dex, and your proficiency modifier.
So that's what I add to the rapier?
Yes, to do for your attack roll.
Dex.
So I think your dex was 5 and your proficiency should be, I think, 4, so plus 9, I believe.
So my proficiency is 5 and my dex is also 5. Or plus 5. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. Yeah, my dexterity is 5 and my proficiency is also 5. So
Okay.
10.
Yep.
So 19 plus 10 is 29.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit it. So go ahead and roll your damage.
What do I roll that with?
It should be on your sheet there. I believe it's a
Okay.
D8, I want to say.
Because I think that's, I believe that's one you put in. It doesn't say what it has. Let me look. Oh no, it does. Okay. 1D. Oh, that was a 6. That was, or sorry, that wasn't a D8. That was a D6. Where is it? There we go. There's the D8. That is 11.
11. Oh, yeah, for some reason you're not wearing the sword, so that's probably why you can't see it very easily. So 11 damage. So it's looking really worse for the wear. You've done quite a bit of damage to it in just one turn. And with that, we will move on to Willow. It's your turn, Willow.
I would like to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
At one of the snakes.
Okay, which one would you like to attack?
Come again?
Which one would you like to cast it on?
Top left
Did you-
corner right there.
Did you say Booming Blade?
Booming Blade. Like boom.
Okay, you have to make a melee attack, so you have to move up to one of them.
Okay.
You're currently at the very bottom there.
So I have to where are my actions at?
I mean, the room is small enough that you can reach any of them, really.
So you just gotta pick one.
Okay, the one
There's one
top
relatively
left.
close to you.
Top left?
I assume that's one.
There is the one up here top
That one?
left.
Yeah. Right there.
And I'll say that you moved in such a way where you didn't evoke any acts of opportunity from any of the other snakes. So
I'm sorry, what was that?
You didn't get an opportunity attack.
Oh.
So
Wait, like
Sorry.
they couldn't attack me or I couldn't attack
they
them?
couldn't attack you.
Okay. Cool.
So go ahead and make your melee attack.
So wait, do I use my daggers first then?
Yeah, use whatever weapon you cast the spell on.
Okay, so that would be my dagger, so that's so I roll d20. Plus 10. That's 28 to hit.
28 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It looks like that's 11th level 2d8. For the booming blade. And then you do a melee attack too, so. Oh, that was messed up. Me.
for weapon damage
All right, 6 for weapon damage.
and 2d8 for the spell, right? If I recall.
Was it
Eight.
and 5?
13.
13 for the spell damage.
Okay, and what was that? It was what, 7 you said for the first one?
Come again?
Was it 7 for the damage roll?
Yeah, 7 for the weapon damage and
And 13 for the spell damage.
13 for the spell damage.
Okay. And then is that your only attack, or do you have an extra attack?
I think rogues only get 1 attack because they have sneak attack damage.
That's
Gotcha.
right.
Okie doke. With that, it is Jack's turn.
Alright, I am going to cast... Damn, I had this prepared.
Did you though?
I did. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the one in the corner behind me, I guess.
Okay, so this one, one out here in the southwest corner.
Yep, that one.
Okay. Is that an attack roll, I believe?
Yeah, that's an attack one. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
And 9 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Do you still have water left? Thank you.
Was that it, Matt?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okie doke. That brings us to the snakes. The snake. So the snakes. The first one is going to look right back at you, Willow. And you made a really loud, thunderous noise at it, so it's going to rear up and try to bite you. So let me roll that here. Maybe, if my brain works.
You gotta tell me when you're gonna speak, sweetie.
Sorry, I'm used to just speaking freely.
Ooh, so I don't think an 8 hits you, does it?
Come again?
An 8 does
An
not
8
hit you,
to
does
it.
it?
Where's my armor, DC?
I mean, unless you were like the most less dexterous.
No,
rogue
no,
ever.
8 doesn't hit. I'm sorry, I was looking for my armor.
You're fine. So that misses you. This snake here is going to sidle on up to Dave and try to attack Dave. He is actually going to try to wrap around you.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, I get an opportunity attack.
Well, no, he has to leave your threatened area. Going into your threatened area does not evoke an opportunity attack.
Damn it.
15 to hit.
No.
So you are able to, as he's trying to wrap around you, you just kind of just throw him off of you back into, back where he reared up and tried to jump at you from. And he does not successfully grapple you. This snake here is going to try to bite Eve. And, ooh, I think that one actually hits. 21 to hit.
Let me check. Everything's being. That does hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the last one is going to roll up and slide up to Jack and try to bite you as well, Jack. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And you'll take 14 points of piercing damage. And that takes us to Dave.
All right. So, part of me wants to try to basically tie the snake in a knot and make like a balloon animal. Is that even a thing?
I mean, not really. You could grapple it, but
Oh, it's like you tried to wind up around me. How about winding around yourself?
no, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You can't tie it into a balloon and then blow into it like you see in cartoons.
Damn.
You can't make snake balloon animals, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Man. All right. Well, I will use my hand axe and try to cut it in half.
Okay, so make me an attack roll.
30.
30 to hit? Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then it says 1d6 and then 6 slashing. 6, so 12.
Okay. 12 points of damage. I think you have multiple attacks.
I do.
I don't remember how many you have. Let's see. Oh, also, so yeah, extra attack. You have 2 attacks. But because you are new to playing a barbarian, I'll retcon this for you. Would you like to go into a rage before you attacked?
So a rage, I only get 1 use and then a long rest, or is how I'm reading this? It says 5 uses and then a long rest.
Yeah, so it's 5 uses and it's 10 rounds is 1 use, but you lose it if you have not attacked within 1 turn.
Or been attacked. Or hit. I can't remember which way that goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Okay. So you actually did another 3 damage, so you did 15 damage to that.
Okay, cool.
And
then do I get a...
Yeah, you get a second attack.
Alright, I will like to do the same thing.
Okay.
24. Or no, wait, 25.
That 25 hits.
5. 11 points.
11 points damage?
Wait. But then
Plus
do
3.
I add extra
Plus
because
3.
of raid?
Yep, plus 3 melee damage.
So 14.
Okay. He's looking pretty fucked up. And with that, we'll take it back to the top of the round with Eve.
I would like to cast Fireball at the Reef Snake by Willow.
Okay. Yep, definitely within range. Go ahead and roll to hit.
$19.
19 hits.
Okay. And that one, it's this one. $18.
18 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, he does not look very happy at all. But he doesn't look quite as badly damaged as the one you were attacking initially. And I think you have another attack.
I would like to use my rapier on the one that's right next to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack roll.
Let's see. $27.
27 definitely hits.
$9
Okay.
points of hit.
So
Damage.
as the snake kind of rears back from trying to bite you, you with your rapier, you just flick it out like you're an experienced fencer. You know exactly how to do sword fights and sword play. So you whip out your rapier and you thrust forward and you stab it right through the mouth and up through the roof of its head, a la Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets. And you completely impale that wreath snake on your rapier and you pull it out and it falls down to the ground dead. And that takes us to Willow's turn.
Let's go ahead and attack it because I already did Booming Strike.
Well, Booming Strike is a cantrip, I believe.
Yeah, it
You can
is.
do it every time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like I realized that the reason he didn't get any damage, that much damage from it, also is because he didn't move 5 feet away from me. So I was like expecting a loud like strike. But anyways.
I mean, you hit him pretty hard. He was pissed, so he's not really gonna.
Yeah. What is it?
Wrong direction and wrong button.
Did I point it at you?
Yeah, it's fine. 8 plus.
Plus, shit, I'm looking at the wrong screen. 8 plus 10, so 18 to hit.
18 hits.
2.
Plus 5, so 7
7.
on weapon damage.
Okay.
And then I had it out of my hand. Thank you. Hit.
5.
Okay, so 5.
And 3. So
So 8.
Okay.
8 on the thunder.
Okay. So same thing with that one. You know, you've been in fights, and you slam your weapon down on it, and everybody else, you guys just see a flash of light, and then you hear a peal of thunder as the snake drops down dead.
I believe that spell also moves from target to target, but I want to double check. Unless it was one of my other spells.
I believe Booming Blade affects your weapon itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Double checking. I know that was a spell I read. I did read all of them in one night. Could be possible I mixed them up.
And then that brings us to Jack's turn.
You forgot to get rid of the Reese snake by Willow.
Oh, let me do that. We don't want people to think it's still alive.
I mean, it could be. Just hanging on by that little thread. Like, it's not fighting anymore, it's just paralyzed and got washed.
It's just like, hey, dude, I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas.
I just want to wish you that Merry Christmas.
Is Jack trying to figure out which of his 20,000 spells he's going to cast?
Alright, I'm just gonna go with Ray of Frost again
Okay.
on the one that's right next to me.
Okay.
26 to hit, sorry.
Yep, that hits.
14 points of cold damage.
Okay, you can see that icicles kind of start forming on the snake, but he is still alive and kicking. That brings us to the snake's turn. Dave, this snake is not particularly pleased with the fact that you just shrugging it off and throwing it back down on the ground. So it's going to try to do that same move on you again, with trying to constrict around you. Ooh. So that is a critical hit. So that's definitely going to hit you. 2d8 of damage. Now, how do you want me to roll the damage? Should me to roll 4d8 since it's a crit, or would you rather me just roll 2d8 since you being in a rage will half the damage?
You can do the 2d8, save a little bit of time.
Okay. That's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that after the half?
That's just 2d8. So yeah, it's halved.
So 7.
Well, no. It would have done 28 or more damage to you. It got halved to 14.
Okay.
And then you are grappled. So you're restrained. Under the restraining condition. Which means you can try to, force yourself out of the snake's grapple on your next turn, which will be after the other snake here tries to... It's actually going to run the hell away from the guy throwing cold spells at him. He does not like the cold. And he's going to try to attack Willow with a bite.
Wait, do I get an opportunity attack?
You do. Do you have one of the ones that lets you cast the spells as a reaction, or?
No, I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
I don't know if I'm able to do that, but I have my long sword out, so...
Yep, sorted up.
13 to hit.
13 hits.
3 points of, I guess that'd be slashing damage.
Okay. Okay, and that takes us to Dave's turn. So you can try to attack him, but you are restrained, so you would have disadvantage on any attack rolls. Or you can try to bust out of your grapple.
I want to try to bust out of the grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a... Let me double check what roll that is. I think it's just a strength roll.
Okay.
So if you have your proficiency, in strength, which I think you do, you'll add your proficiency in there too.
So I rolled an 18 and I add 10, so 28.
Oh yeah, you successfully break out of that, no problem. So, you know, you break out of it, and he falls back down on the ground again, and hisses at you very angrily. And then the turn goes back up here to Willow. I mean, you have an extra attack, but since you didn't attack, you did a so you don't have another attack right now. So yeah, it goes to Willow.
Okay.
Unless you want to move, but you're between two snakes, probably not. But that is entirely up to you.
Yeah, nah.
So that's up to Willow again. I'm assuming you're gonna do another Boom and Blade.
Yeah, I'll save the other spells just in case for when we encounter other enemies.
Okay.
As much as I want to find out what effective to do on a snake. That is a 17 plus 10. That's 27 to hit.
That is correct. That will hit. Sorry, looks like Sierra is rebooting. So
2 plus 5. I got the fan. That's a 7 weapon damage. Four, 3. So 7 weapon damage and 7 boom magic.
okay, and then Dave is flanking the snake, so I believe you have advantage on this roll actually. So you can also roll your sneak attack damage.
I could roll my sneak attack damage.
Yep.
That was 78. No, wait.
And smart home products from the top brands you love. Shop these savings and more during Winterfest only at Lowe's. Valid through 12/24.
Yeah, I would just roll it in the app. It's a lot of dice.
Crap.
At Papa John's,
26.
better ingredients, better pizza. You naturally
Oh, so yeah, that snake
Oh, it's
just
26.
that snake just explodes in a peal of thunder.
better cheese sticks, better chicken fingers, better garlic knots, and better double chocolate chip brownies. And now you can
And that would take us to Eve's turn.
on our Papa pairings menu for just $6.99 each when you get 2 or more. That's better ingredients, better pizza, better price when you pair 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and say she's probably do the same thing she's been doing.
Why are we tiny?
From any college, but is a degree enough?
CC dropped off. Yep, there we go.
Worth the investment. The BTSU promise is about making sure college works for all, not just some.
No.
BTSU promises
Oh, it looks like she's back now. Looks like maybe.
when the plan changes, make meaningful connections and design
So we'll wait.
programs ready for whatever your future holds. A degree is not enough. It's time to expect more from your education.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
/promise.
How dare you? It is your turn.
My computer just like completely froze, and so I had to completely shut off my computer and restart it.
No worries.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yep.
I have to let it load. I'm gonna cast Fireball at the last Wreath Snake.
Okay.
Okay, so... Um... 18.
18 to hit. That hits.
Okay, and this one is not the D10. $11 points of damage.
Okay. It is not looking too good right now. Want to do another rapier attack for your second attack?
Yes. Let me go to my actions. Alright, yeah, I would like to do another rapier attack. 24.
24 hits.
And that's 10.
10 damage. Okay.
Yes.
It is still alive, but barely hanging on by a thread. It's got cuts all along it, and it's looking burnt. And that takes us to Jack's turn.
Alright, I'm going to do Ice Knife.
Okay. Okay.
27 to hit.
27 hits. 27 hits.
10 points of piercing damage.
Which that is exactly how much HP it had left. So you move your hand, and as you do, a knife made of ice forms in your hands, and you drive it down into the head of the snake, and pin it to the ground where it just stops twitching. With that, we are out of initiative. And Alabaster is just there. He's slow clapping for you guys. So North didn't quite work out for you, lads and lasses, did it?
No. No, it didn't.
Well, you just didn't. Like I said, you had to let my riddles give you direction.
I'm still yet to understand what the riddle had to do with picking the right door. So, do we have another riddle, or are we answering the same?
Same riddle. You know the
The
answer.
answer is Wreath.
You just have to let it
I
give
think
you
we should
direction.
go. Wait, east.
I don't think it's east.
I think it's east.
The answer.
What about
What do you
Wii?
think is east?
I think it's east because if you say wreath, it sounds very close to east.
But Wreath also starts with W, so it could be west or west.
East.
Wreath.
Which way would you
We
guys
try
like to try it?
west, and if it's not west, then we try east.
I think that's a good compromise.
So are you guys picking west?
Yes.
Alabaster, very slowly, he's got short legs, saunters on over to the west door, and same thing, drives his cane in there and turns it and pops it open. And same thing as before, you guys see just, a smoky, magically darkened opening. that you can't really see through. Would Dave, are you going to go through first again?
Yeah.
Everybody else going right through behind him, or?
Yep.
Yep.
So you guys walked through the doorway, and you left Alabaster in the last room, but he's already here in this room ahead of you. And he gives you a big thumbs up. You guys figured it out. That's the first riddle done and done. So, your next riddle is... Where do snowmen keep their money?
I mean, they don't have pockets. I figured they would try and keep it in their top hats.
Oh, wait, could you repeat that?
Where do snowmen keep their money?
A snowbank?
No, that
Nice.
actually does make sense.
Yeah. I was going literal
So south?
south.
That's what it sounds like.
Very nice.
So same thing, he's gonna walk on down to the south door and candy cane.
That felt less like a riddle, more like a joke.
It really did.
That was great.
Yeah. It feels like a joke, Cece would
I
say.
was literally trying to figure out like an actual answer. I was like,
Yeah, like same. Like I went like in their
Like a
top hat because
or
they
like
don't
a-
have pockets,
I was like, did somebody make this snowman a wallet? Like,
right? Like we went logical.
yeah,
So
I
the,
was
the,
like,
the south door is open. You guys want to go through it?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Again, he's there waiting for you somehow. And he claps for you again, and he's like, I think you guys have figured it out, by golly. He then reads off a third riddle for you. What soldiers help destroy impenetrable walls and defeat rodent monarchs around the holiday season?
Toy soldiers? Nutcrackers?
Yeah, nutcrackers? That
Nutcracker.
sounds right.
It's gotta be nutcrackers because there's no. So no.
North?
Nutcracker.
There's no.
Everybody in agreement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds right.
But that
Jake?
would lead us back to the room we were at.
No, and
It's magic, man.
it's magic. It's not necessarily.
It's bullshit.
I think the barbarian's getting confused.
Gets
So-
angry when he's confused.
Oh no!
So you go up to the north, Alabaster opens up the north door, same thing, candy cane, it's open, you guys go on through?
Yep.
Okay. And he's not there whenever you guys walk in, but he walks in right after you this time.
Oh.
Then we turn around and leave.
The option.
He's just like, I had to mess with you a little bit. Alabaster needs his fun. If the end of the year, and again, this is not necessarily for the world of Firnamon. If the end of the year is on December 31st, then what is the end of Christmas?
December 25th.
The end of the year, December 31st. What is the end of Christmas?
Wouldn't it be the 26th?
No, that'd be the 25th.
It'd be the 25th.
Santa? No.
I'm getting some serious echoes.
That's because Matt was unmuted, but Alabaster is just kind of like dancing a little jig, waiting for you guys to answer. Any ideas?
S?
Like the end of the word Christmas is S.
That does make sense, actually.
So what door do you want me to open, guys?
South.
South.
Which will take us right back to the room you guys are in. Really, it's really fucking with Dave's head right now.
Wait, so are we actually in the same room we left before? Or was...
So he opens up the south door. Same thing. Magically darkened. You guys are gonna go through, I'm assuming. And he is there waiting for you. And he is just looking pleased with you guys figuring out all these riddles so easily. He repeats again. I'm so glad you guys are figuring these out, because like I said, my master is very grumpy and I don't want you guys to run into him at all. So I'm trying to get you guys out of here as quickly as possible. Which leads us to our next riddle. What constructs are said to be activated by enchanted accessories?
It's not just the season of giving, it's the season of giving back.
What was that?
What constructs are said to be activated by enchanted accessories?
So like the doorknob?
Through Kia's Accelerate the Good program. We want to make every
No, 'cause
child's holiday a little brighter. Join us and help celebrate Kia's season of
Which
giving back.
constructs are said to be activated by enchanted accessories?
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka, distilled on the same land where it all started, in Austin, Texas, and as good as the day it was born. Distilled from corn and gluten-free, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hear the cheer with the perfectly curated Christmas music playlist, featuring Bing Crosby's White Christmas.
What constructs are said to be activated by enchanted accessories? I was going to play a song and give you guys a hint, but it's not on the Stream Safe playlist, so...
Okay, so it has to be Christmas related.
Right.
It's a construct.
A chimney.
Oh, what? What'd you say?
He's got a chimney.
Oh, chimney.
Construct.
What enchanted accessory would you put on the chimney?
A star.
A sleigh?
Fucking star. A sleigh, a star. We would put a star on the tree. Unfortunately.
That's the
You
thing.
said the
is-
construct would be activated
Correct.
by this accessories?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking snowman. Fucking magic. Frosty snowman's happy jolly snow.
Yeah, it's gotta be snowman, I guess.
Is it? Yeah. Is it a snowman?
The snowman.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys want me to open up the south door?
Yep.
Yes.
Alabaster waddles on over to it. Unlocks the door. And same things, dark smoke. You guys walk on through it. And he is there waiting for you. And tapping his cane. Took you guys a second to figure that one out. Can't slow down on me. We got to get you out of here before my master catches up to us.
Can I tell if he's messing with us?
I mean, you can roll a you can roll a perception check on him.
I would like to roll a perception check on him.
Okay. Or insight check, I would say it actually is.
Yeah.
Let me know when you roll.
Math. 22.
22? Yeah, you can tell that he doesn't have any kind of ill will towards you guys at all. He's not really trying to mess with you. He seems sincere in the fact that he wants you guys to get out of here.
Okay.
He's like, there's only two more riddles left. You guys are so close to just getting out of here.
Alright, well, let's get to it then.
How do you... And again, we have to suspend the belief that Christmas does not exist in this world, but how do you say Christmas without the letter after K?
I'm sorry, but there's a K in Christmas.
No. You just have to say it without the letter after K.
Xmas.
Kissmas?
No, Xmas.
There's no L in Christmas either.
Okay.
Oh, Noel! Noel! God.
Oh my god!
I'm glad I spoke my work out loud. So North Door.
Very nice.
Are the rest of your compatriots in agreement?
Yes. If he's figured out the riddle, we should go north.
He walks up
And
to the north
it
door.
sounds like he has.
Yeah, so
And
north.
unlocks. And north door is open for you guys to walk through.
Let's go to it.
You said one more riddle?
Yeah.
I go up to Dave and I'm like, should we screw up this riddle on purpose so we can fight the asshole who brought us here?
You seem keen on wanting to whoop some ass.
Yes.
I'm not generally prone to violence, but I don't care for being taken from my meditation.
I can understand that.
So you guys walk into the north door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, Alabaster's there waiting for you. He's looking very frantic right now. He's like, you guys are almost there. I know my master is close, though, so we need to get you guys out of here. This riddle, though. First, start with a chest full of flowing gold treasure. It needs to be kept warm when out in cold weather. Then we say something. Then something we say when we disagree. This powerful word makes most solicitors flee. Last, what comes first when baking a ginger treat? It's found in an angel, and it's the last thing you greet. Stir them all together. Now what do you think? The sum of its parts you'd be willing to drink. And stepping out of character for a second, if you guys would like, I can send you that riddle on Messenger so you can read it, if that's a little bit easier for you.
Yes, please.
And I will read it again, too, once I send it. If I can find my mouse. Where did my mouse go? What in the heck is going on here? I can't actually see my mouse. First, start with a chest full of glowing gold treasure. It needs to be kept warm when out in cold weather. Then, something we say when we disagree. This powerful word makes most solicitors flee. Last, what comes first when baking a mean ginger treat? It's found in an angel, and it's the first thing you greet. Stir them all together. Now what do you think? The sum of its parts you'd be willing to drink.
No.
The second part is no. So if anybody's trying to work their way through it, that's...
The second part is no.
Yeah, I figured that out. Is it eggnog?
If you're agreeing with her, then you have to unmute yourself and
I think eggnog is correct.
I think eggnog's correct.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
east.
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 So Alabaster walks up to the east door and he sticks his candy cane in the door and unlocks it. And before he can motion you guys through, a just completely terrifying creature that is half goat and half demon and 10 feet tall with large ram horns and goat feet, wearing a tattered red suit with white fur trim, walks through the doorway and into the room. And you guys have experienced Dunkelheit, which is Fear No Man's version of Krampus. He has a dirty, stained sack thrown over his shoulder, and he walks in and just lets out a snarl, fully irritated that he picked up 4 adventurers instead of the 4 children and brought into his nightmare realm instead of, what his goal was. And with that, it's time to roll initiative.
$23 for Jack.
18 for Willow.
What'd you say yours was, Jack? 23?
23.
Mine is also 23.
17.
Okay. Good old Dunkelheit is way at the bottom here. Okay, so Jack and Eve, you guys can choose who goes first, or I can go off of your dex modifiers. Up to you.
Dex modifiers.
Okay, what is your dex modifier? I think +5? What is yours, Jack?
Mine is +5.
Sorry, what was that?
What's your dex modifier?
+3.
Okay, so Eve will go first.
I would like to cast Fireball at him. Or Firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
27.
27 hits.
And that's a 17
17 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then sorry, I'm reading this thingy really quick.
Well, go ahead and make a perception check for me too.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. out of the corner of your eye, you can see Alabaster standing over by Dunkelheit, and he gives you a little wink as he bites what looks like to be a golden coin. He bites it, and his teeth go right through it.
Weird.
Take a bite of a coin.
I would like to take a bite of the coin.
So you grab one of your 3
Never
coins, take a
forget
bite of it.
Yeah.
You gain 10 temporary hit points.
All right. So that means like the next time my next attack, I have 10 added.
Well, no. So did you take any damage yet so far?
Yes.
So you can restore 10 hit points, and then if it goes, you can go up to 10 over your max hit points.
Oh.
So if you lost like 7 damage, you can restore the 7 you lost, and then add another 3 temporary hit points.
Oh.
We'll call that a bonus action to take a bite out of that coin.
Okay.
Or to eat the whole coin,
Then I
should say.
just. Okay. And then do I just have my normal action?
Yep, you can still do one
Still?
more attack. Yep.
Okay, I would like to attack him with my rapier.
So you're going to walk up to him and attack him?
Yep.
Okay.
And then 24.
24 hits.
Eight.
8 damage.
Yep.
Okay, that brings us to Jack.
All right. He takes up about 10-foot radius, right?
Yeah,
Or is that 5?
it's 5 on here.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could make it a little bigger.
Okay. All right. So Jack puts away his sword and pulls his hands apart as a spinning, glowing white disc appears between his hands, which he grabs and then throws at Dunkelheit like a frisbee. And I cast Whirlwind. Which is my only 7th level spell slot. Let's see, he needs to make... I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw, he rolled a 7 and add 0, so 7.
Okay, my spell save is 17.
Yeah, he's not very dexterous.
All right, so he takes 10d6 bludgeoning damage. So 38.
Matt's like, finally, I'm doing good Malcolm damage on something.
Revenge! What size is he?
He is a large creature.
Okay, larger, smaller. All right, he also needs to make a strength saving throw.
I keep losing this mouse, and it's really irritating me. Okay, there it goes. Ooh. I don't think he passed that.
All right, he is restrained.
Wait,
He got a
restrained in what
+8.
way? Like, what does it look like?
It's a whirlwind.
So kind of like the spell that we casted in Skyrim, everything was spinning?
Kind of. Let's see. Restrained. Oh, wait, it probably says it. What does restrained mean? Restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Interesting.
Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Oop, that is the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Willow's turn.
Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't realize you muted it again.
Sorry.
It's okay. Magic missile. I cast magic missile.
At the darkness.
What's your attack roll on that? Oh, wait. Magic missile is an automatic hit thing, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I'm gonna double check.
Instantaneous, you create...
It doesn't say anything about applying it to the weapon.
Yeah, so that's an automatic hit. Let's see, highest second level, highest. So your dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. Darts all strike simultaneously. So you're casting it first level.
Mm-hmm.
How many darts did it say? Three?
3 darts.
So, yeah, 1d4 plus 1 3 times. 2, 4, 3. So 9 points of force damage?
I think so.
You said 9 points of force damage?
I casted that one.
What's that?
You said 9 points of force damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Dave.
Alright. Then I'm gonna slash at him with my my axe.
Okay. So you move up and attack him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Now is the rage an action?
No, rage is a bonus action.
Okay. Alright, so 21 points.
21
21
does
to
hit. Yep, 21 hits.
Okay. 4, 10. So 13.
13 damage, yep.
Okay. Do I get a second attack?
You do.
Alright, I'll do the same thing. 18.
18 hits.
Okay. 12 points.
12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And is that all I can do, or do I have more attacks?
That's all you can do. It's that you've used both attacks. You can move if you want. You only moved 5 feet. But if you move away, then you'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to try to stomp you with one of his hooves. He's going to slam his hoof down on you. He's going to have disadvantage on this roll because he's restrained. So let me grab that. Well, I don't think a 10 hits, does it?
No.
So he does not hit you. And that brings us to his turn. And he is going to try to break out of this restrained condition. Is there a DC to get out of it, Matt? Or is it just your spell save DC?
Before he attempts to pull out of it, he's going to be pulled 5 feet off of the air. Off of the air. Into the air. And the save DC is 17.
17? 17?
Yep.
So he's dangling in the air right now?
Yeah, he's kind of like being sucked up into like a snowy tornado thing.
Awesome.
So rolled 18, so plus 5 is 23.
Alright.
So he successfully breaks loose of that. And
Oh, so he's free.
Okay, it says if successful, the creature is no longer restrained by the whirlwind and is hurled 3d6 times 10 feet away from it in a random direction.
Okay.
Oh, so he breaks free, but he still gets damage?
It doesn't say he gets damage, he just gets flung out of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so roll your 3d6 to tell me how many feet away.
What's that?
Roll 3d6 to tell me how many feet away he gets thrown.
– 11 feet.
Okay, and do you want to roll a dice, or do you want to tell which direction he wants to get thrown?
What's that?
You want to roll a dice to determine what direction, or do you want to...
Yeah, what do you want me to roll?
Let's roll a d8.
8.
8. So starting here, that means he's going to get thrown 11 feet this direction, in between Willow and Dave.
Do I have an opportunity attack?
He did not leave your threatened area. He lands.
Could you put a marker down for my whirlwind? I haven't decided if I'm going to drop the spell yet.
Yeah. I'm just going to use an eggnog elemental we didn't fight.
Eggnog elemental.
Wait, what now?
So as he lands, he snorts and roars, and he's really pissed. And says, "It's time for you kids to get some presents." And he is going to throw presents at Jack, Dave, and Willow. And we're gonna roll. Somebody roll me a d10.
Alrighty. 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
So this is the weather outside is frightful present. A hail of rock-hard ice pounds the ground in the square that you occupy. You have to make a dexterity saving throw, the three of you.
Well, that blows.
Five for Jack.
19 for Willow.
And Dave?
I looked at it wrong.
Say it again.
29. I looked at it wrong.
What'd you roll, Dave?
Where's my saving throw for this?
It should be dexterity, so...
Is it like my +3, or is it...
Let me look at
it's
your...
+3,
I
right?
have your character sheet up. Let me look. Yeah, it's just +3.
5?
Okay, so... Willow's the only one that passed it. So Willow, I'm going to do your damage first here. If I can figure out my brain, get my brain to start working. So, Willow, on a past saving throw, you take 29 points of cold damage. Well, bludgeoning and cold damage. Do you have resistance to either one of those?
I only have resistance against being charmed and...
Yep. So
Man,
10
that's
so 10 bludgeoning and 19 cold damage.
Unless I'm missing something.
10 bludgeoning and 19 cold, so
29.
29 points of damage.
And Jack and Dave. Dave, I'm going to tell you yours first because you're going to take half of the bludgeoning damage, I believe.
Okay.
So you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. So you're going to round that down to 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then 16 points of cold damage.
For me?
Yeah. Or 26
Okay.
points of cold damage, excuse me. 26. And then, Jack, do you have resistance to cold?
Not yet.
Okay. So you take a total of 43 points of damage, between the bludgeoning and the cold damage. And then he clomps both of his hooves, and his turn is over. And that brings us back up to the top of the round with Eve.
I would like to use a bonus action to speak the magic word to my sword.
Okay.
And then I would like to attack him with my sword,
Okay.
which
And you see, and for the rest of you, you see Eve take out her rapier and bring it close to her and just speak a word, and then the whole thing just ignites in fire as she levels it back to make an attack on him.
29.
29 hits.
And then eight. And then that's 16 points of damage.
Okay. And I think you have another attack, right?
Oh yeah. And then I would like to. Hold on, I gotta find it. I just had it. I would like to cast Shatter, which is a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from one point of your choice within range, and because it's level 7, he would have to do a Constitution save, and he takes 8d8 damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. Let's see if he makes that save.
And the Constitution is 18.
So he has to roll a 14 or higher to pass this. And it is a 19.
So he passes.
23. Yep.
So then I'd roll, would I roll 4d8 for that?
Yeah, so if it's half damage, you roll 4d8.
I don't know why I keep getting confused between the dice. $16.
16 points of damage.
Yep.
And he is looking pretty beat up. And that brings us to Jack's turn.
Alright, so after he pounds me with that ice attack,
Pounds.
I'm going to wipe the ice away and say, you're not going to get to do that twice.
I'm going to take you to pound,
and I cast...
Come again.
I cast Investiture of Ice, and you see a frost rind cover my skin. I am now immune to cold... oh, sorry, I have to drop Eggnog Elemental there. This is a concentration spell. I am immune to cold damage, have resistance to fire damage, can move across difficult terrain created by ice or snow without spending extra movement. The ground in a 10-foot radius around me is icy and difficult terrain for creatures other than myself. So I need to take a slight step away from Willa as I do this. So she's not caught in that. And I have one ability that I can use on my turn. But that is my turn. Oh, and I'm going to use my bonus action to take a bite out of that gold coin.
Yep, so you get 10 temporary hit points, or you restore 10 hit points, whichever one.
Awesome.
And that brings us to Willow.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to take a bite off one of the coins, and I'm going to attack with my dagger and use green flame blade.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Your what?
The lighting up thing.
Oh, no, it's right here.
You've been fidgeting with it?
Yeah, 3.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh. 16.
Plus 10, 26 to hit.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
So 1.
6 damage with the weapon.
Okay. What level did you cast it at?
Come again?
Did you cast it at a specific level?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip? Okay.
So that's 2 plus 2. That's 4 damage.
Okay, and he is definitely flanked. So if you did a melee attack, you can add your sneak attack damage.
Okay.
$25.
See, I'm a nice DM. I'm letting you guys know when you're forgetting stuff. At the end of your turn, though, he is going to use a legendary action to try to hook slam you.
Bitch, are you say what? Huh.
So let's
I
see.
can't move again.
He rolled a natural 1, so he missed you.
Did he fall over his own feet?
He did not.
Dang it. That'd be great.
He does lose his balance for a second. And that brings us to Dave's turn.
Missed me, you nanny shook.
Right. I'm gonna swing at him with my axe.
Okay.
13.
13 does not hit.
All right. Then I still get a second attack, right?
Yep.
Natural 20.
That's a crit. We'll do the same rules as we do in the normal campaign, where you add the full damage roll for the crit.
Okay, so 6, 8. 17 points total.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do.
Winterfest are here at Lowe's. Save now before they're gone.
He is looking really beat up. He's panting heavy. You guys can just see this him snorting steam in the cold air, breathing super heavy. But he reaches into his sack again and is going to throw 3 more presents out to Eve, Dave, and Willow. And one of you needs to roll a d10 for me.
It's a precision haircut, our signature scent on a hot steam towel, and a 7-point massaging.
I did it last time, so I'll let one of you guys do it this time.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Unmute me.
I'm muted.
5. Nope. Wait. 5?
Oh, I was just
Is it a
about to do
point?
it.
No, it's an 8.
8.
So this is the Frosty the Snowman present.
Oh.
The 3 of you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Who is the 3 caught in it?
Willow, Dave, and Eve.
God. 5. Again.
27.
Okay.
Oh, I just rolled the wrong dice. $18.
Okay, so actually the only person that did not make it was Dave. And where you saw Dave previously, you now see a snowman. And that takes us back to the top of the round with Eve.
Okay. I would like to cast Fireball at the Mr. Krampus dude.
Dunkelheit.
Yep. Dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
And then... That's 20 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I do like a
wow.
little twirl with my rapier, and I just stab him.
Are you anywhere specific you want to stab him, or?
No, I just want to do like a little ballet twirl and then just stab him.
So
Cute.
you throw a firebolt at him, and as you do, you're almost like causing a distraction for him, the fire going straight towards his face. You spin around and then just thrust forward with your sword right into his heart.
Shot through the heart.
And as you do, you can see him go limp. And then as you slide backwards and pull your sword out, he falls to the ground.
No more Krampus.
Is the giant
Alab-
snowman still there?
Well, there's still a giant snowman there.
Oh.
Is it looking aggressive?
Or is it a happy, jolly snowman?
No, so Jake, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Twelve.
Oh dear.
So he turns into like there was already it felt like a loosely packed snowman. It turns into almost solid ice and snow.
Crap. So he's in. Okay. We gotta get him out of here.
Can I cast Fireball on him?
Would it hurt him? Or is he good?
I can heal him.
Right.
It does. I'll heal him.
What other spells do you have? Or do you want to give it? Or do you want to do some kind of check to see?
Oh, so this is a spell of some sort, right?
Yep.
I'd like to do an Arcana check.
Okay. Put more Arcana for me.
Son of a bitch. 15.
Yeah, I mean it's fairly obvious what's happened to him. He's been transformed into an ice elemental. Something like this.
So I get the
probably-
impression if we hurt it, we hurt him, right?
Right.
Correct. They are the same thing now. It's likely that a spell of greater restoration could change him back to his original form.
Come again?
Greater restoration. I don't think any.
Didn't we just get that in our stocking?
A potion of
Oh,
greater
potion of
restoration.
greater restoration.
Would that work?
Greater
Would
healing.
that work?
Potion of greater healing is what you got.
Damn it. Okay.
Heard there was a wizard around here who might have been able to help us, but he rumor is he died a few months ago.
Would Alabaster have any idea on how to help us?
Oh, I got you here to the exit.
Would any of my spells be able to help?
What spells do you have?
I don't know. That's why I'm looking. I'm not very versed on these spells. I have a bunch of.
All I've got
curing
is
spells.
counter spell, and that's no good now. That's already been cast.
I have mass cure wounds, healing word, cure wounds.
What happens if we
Greater
bring the snowman
restoration.
out of
Greater
here?
restoration.
What's that?
I do have greater restoration.
Oh, it's almost like somebody picked that spell for you just in case something like this were to happen. So you want to cast Greater Restoration on him?
Yeah.
So the giant snowman, with a whirl of snow and ice, just kind of blows away. And you see Dave back again, looking quite the worse for wear and very cold. He's a barbarian. He doesn't wear armor. He's like topless.
Now can I cast Fireball on him? I'm just kidding.
Alabaster's like, my master brings children here all the time, and nobody's been able to fight back against him. And while I wanted you guys to get away and not have to fight him, I'm kind of glad you did. I don't necessarily know that he might not come back. He might. Who knows? But for now, I think the world's a little bit brighter. The darkest night has ended. And a new day is dawning. And he motions you towards the door.
Alright, I make my way out the door.
I follow in suit.
I also follow.
Feeling like David Tennant in End of Time. I could have done so much more.
As you guys walk through the door, you wake up in your bed back in the inn. All four of you at the same time. Jack, you're leaning up against the wall. You wake up, looking around. And as you guys collect your wits and wake up, that's where we're going to end our one-shot.
Alright. As I wake with a start, I accidentally cast Ice Storm at 7th level.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I did.
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah, it was
fun.
And hopefully
quite enjoyed
you guys
playing Bard.
enjoyed it as well too. So catch us back. I think we're going to be back at the after the first of the year. Back with our ongoing campaign.
Yes, actually, the next episode, pre-recorded, will be available next Saturday. Is when I have it scheduled to release, and there will be another one about halfway through January. While we are going to be recording the next session after that within a couple weeks. So check out Bold Wolf Gaming on YouTube for our entire Winds of Arania series. And like I said, a new episode will be available next week. I hope you check it out.
Thank you all, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. We from Winds of Arania wish you the best. And a happy Let's Brücke.